there, and what's up, you guys? So today we're doing a tour review on the Hammond collection Indominus Rex. Now this is a figure that everyone has been requesting, and yeah, we finally got it after 4 years. And I gotta say, this is, looking at it in person, it's a little bit better, but I haven't taken it out of the box yet. But yeah. Anyway, so here we have the Indominus Rex right here on this little corner of the box, and we got the Jurassic World logo up there, along with Jurassic World down here, and collection Indominus Rex. And here we have the Indominus Rex right there, looking all menacing and stuff. And here we have the side of the box, and they've actually secured it with 3 pieces of tape this time, which is surprising. Anyways, after the Indominus Rex escapes from her enclosure, a failed mission to contain her shockingly reveals that she ripped out her own tracking device and has the ability to camouflage. Which, yeah, is the reason why you see a little thingamajig right there. Anyways, on the top we got Jurassic World up there. And we got the Hammond Collection logo right there, with the Indominus Rex also extending out. And here we have the back of the box. Right there we got the Indominus Rex roaring, and we got another render of the Indominus with the pink around its mouth. I still do not understand why it has pink around its mouth. And we got True Effects, which yeah, I'm not going to be doing any more of the critical frenzies, because, yeah. And here we have another render of the Indominus Rex that's very obviously posed like one of the stock images for the Indominus Rex. And I quite like this render. It's one of the very few renders that's actually good on these figures. But anyways, now we must unbox it and free it from its prison. And again, I am going to be using the X-Acto blade, because once again, I did not realize that they made bigger X-Acto knives, and so I accidentally bought a bigger X-Acto blade. Anyways, so let me just okay, I think I got it. Alright. And so now let's get this thingamajig out. Oh gosh, we need to get this review done quickly, otherwise I will probably be dead. But anyways, so here we have the Indominus Rex, and yeah, there's definitely some issues. First of all, the teeth. As we all know, they are way too big. In fact, mine's mouth can't close too well, because the teeth are just so big it can hardly fit in there, and so I need to go in and intervene and move the teeth in a way so that this thing's mouth can close. And again, this figure is gray, so that's a bit of an issue. And the head is actually quite limited, which, yes, is a given, because there's a bunch of osteoderms on this figure, so head range will be a bit limited, but I didn't think it would be this limited. Yeesh. And overall, the figure isn't like the worst. It definitely looks okay, but it still is kind of bad. And for the tracker piece, it's pretty decent. There's a little thing inside, and you just plug it in like that. Now, initially, I didn't think that the hands looked too different, although looking at them now in person, they do look slightly more different, but then again, like, you know, come on, we could have done a little bit better. And, mine's hands are just, ugh. They're all warped. Why are they warped? Anyways, let's do a little switcheroo here and replace it with one of the grabber hands. And yeah, it doesn't. Okay, there's also another problem. The paint on the alternate hands appear to be slightly darker, so it's a little bit of a glaring issue if you decide to have one of each pair of hand. So yeah, let me just swap that out real quick. Anyway, so for articulation, the mouth can open that wide and close. The tongue can move a little bit. It can't really go down. Okay, well, mine can go down kind of. For whatever reason, now the tongue is more of a softer plastic instead of like a rubber. So don't know what's going on there. And I think mine's jaw membranes are fraying a little bit, which, oh boy, that is not Gucci gang. That is not good. Not one bit. Anyway, so the head can move around a little bit. Can't really move too much because of all the bumps and stuff. The neck can move around a little bit and can rotate a full 360. So can the head. Thankfully, mine doesn't have a really loose neck. I was worried that mine would, but that was proven wrong. The arms can rotate a full 360 and spread from the body. So can the elbows and the wrists. The legs can rotate for safe measure, we're not going to say it rotates a full 360. Theoretically, you probably can, but I'm not going to do that. Legs can spread out from the body. Knees can move up and down and rotate a full 360. So can the ankles and the feet. And the tail is on a ball joint and can move around a little bit. And there is also a armature inside here in which the tail can move around. And although people don't really like the wrinkly, don't like the tail, all the creases in this tail, I don't really mind that. In fact, I do kind of like it because I don't know. I can't explain why it looks good to me. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's the Indominus Rex, and what do we do, Daryl? I don't know, Dilo, just let me think. Oh, it's too late for either of you. You guys are going down with me. Yeah, we're screwed. Farewell, fellow viewer. You're next.